too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk. The 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now inside the 25. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
180. Hey, alert.
Mayfield now. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing his dart. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
60 Eagles.
Here's Dart. That's caught by Tucker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Throwing, dart.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield to throw it. Now they'll tuck this and run. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Mayfield on play action.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Ibuka, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Raiders 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Dart. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 62 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
Genty not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Dart. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have regained the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came through. And his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good position to be in here, second and inches. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they have taken the lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient, How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
19 Tigers. 18 Pioneer.
Now Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lion. Go.
To throw now, Dart. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
It's a
good pick up there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Parker Washington
from 13 yards out.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, here's Dart.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
Dart going to look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
To the air once more is Dart.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
70 Lions.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get it together. Keep it going. Take it to him. Keep it. Yeah, let's go. Shut up. 69, 70, Timberwolves. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of the time. I got the thrown down hard like a railroad to shine. I got some time, they ain't.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
How about the big guy there showing some agility, just flowing from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Chase
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 17.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Dart. Short throw, caught by Bowers. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To the air, Dart. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again is Dart. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Liking 18. Go.
Dart from the gun on third down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
60 Vices.
On fourth down, here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
33-yard line.
Looking to throw, Dart. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Go. 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
It's a throw once more. Here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throwing his Dart. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Irving. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield.
To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Give him 18 on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
180!
Play fake. Mayfield.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Mayfield off the play fake. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield on play action.
He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down and then sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
180!
Now Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped. Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal.
And his kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work if he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary gets picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now Dart. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing, Dart. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Dart going to look to throw here. That's caught by Tucker. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Dart. Pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
To throw, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. To throw is Dart. His throw caught around the 6. And able to get it down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back into 14. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Dart. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
He'll try to do it himself.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over, as you said, 2-score game still. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st down, Buccaneers.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Once again, it's Irvin.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Mayfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll try and run here with Irvin. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
180! Regular, check. Run.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Yards that time on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll take over first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground with Irvin.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack.
Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Oh, he's got a Ibuka. That's complete.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. That's caught by Thornton.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And that last completion, CDs, now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll go. Here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard.
Here's Dart.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
Well, CD, always a little...